Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Anuta, the Crochet World, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe to my channel, like, share and comment on my videos. And today we're going to do this beautiful pattern for a phone pouch or a phone cover or a phone case. It's a drawstring pouch and I've made this one with my 100% cotton yarn. And for this pouch, I've used my 3.5 mm of the hook. Now this pouch is about 6.5 inch tall and it is about more than 3.5 inches wide. Don't worry, it is stretchable, so it will expand a little bit more. Now here for this pattern, I've created this pattern with my 17 rounds and along with this bottom. So in total, I've made this part with my 18 rounds. So bottom part I have made with my 1 round and then another 17 rounds for my this pattern. In total, it's 18 rounds. If you want your pouch to be smaller or bigger, just adjust your rounds, whether go ahead with your 18 rounds. If you want it bigger, if you want it smaller, just reduce your rounds and that's it. And then repeat your round number 19, 20 and 21. Last 3 rounds for this top pattern. And that's it. So let's begin. Okay, so now to begin, just make your slip knot here. And here we're going to chain up 13, 1, 3. So for that it's 1, 2, 3, 12 and 13. So here you got your 13 chains. And now I'm going to turn my work and this is the back part of my chains. Now this is the back part of my first chain and this is the back part of my second chain. And now I'm going to insert my hook into this second chain. So for that one, yarn over and insert your hook into your second chain and grab your yarn. And now you're going to have 3 loops, yarn over and pull your yarn through all 3 loops. And that's your first half double crochet. Now to remember that this is your first half double crochet, put your stitch marker like this. And now I'm going to yarn over and will insert my hook again into that same stitch. Grab your yarn and make your one more half double crochet into that same stitch. Now all the way until the end of this chain, we're going to have 1 half double crochet into each chain. So for that one, yarn over and insert your hook into your next chain. Grab a yarn and make your 1 half double crochet. Another time into your next chain, you're going to have 1 half double crochet. Again, into your next chain, we're going to have 1 half double crochet. And keep on doing 1 half double crochet into each chain. And by the end of this chain, you're going to have your 13 half double crochet. And I'm going to meet you after that. And here it is. I have my 13 half double crochets. And now here I'm going to add another 3 half double crochets into my last chain. So here I've made 1 half double crochet into this last chain. And again, I'm going to insert another 3 half double crochets into that stitch. So this is our 13th half double crochet. Yarn over and insert your hook into that same stitch and make your 14th half double crochet. Another time, yarn over and insert your hook into that same stitch. Grab your yarn and make your 15th half double crochet. And another time, yarn over and insert your hook into that same stitch. And grab your yarn and make your 16th half double crochet. So here into my last chain, I have made my 4 half double crochets. 1 is the regular one and then 3 I have added. In total, I have got 4 half double crochets into that last chain. Now I'm going to turn my work and I will go to this next side of my chains. And now yarn over and insert your hook into this next chain. This is your first chain. So insert your hook into this first chain and grab your yarn and make your 1 half double crochet. Now this is your 17th half double crochet. Now again, yarn over and insert your hook into your next chain. Grab your yarn and make your another half double crochet. That's your 18th half double crochet. And now keep on doing your 1 half double crochet into each chain until here. And at the end, you're going to have your 26 half double crochets. And I'm going to meet you here with my 26 half double crochets. And here it is. I have my 26 half double crochets, and now I'm here and I'm gonna make another 2 half double crochets into my this last chain. So yarn over and insert your hook into your this last chain and make your 27th half double crochet, and insert your hook again into that same stitch and make your 28th half double crochet. So in total you have 28 half double crochet for this round number 1. And now I'm going to take out this stitch marker. This is my first stitch of my round number 1. I'm going to take out my stitch marker and will insert my hook into this first stitch of my round number 1, and we'll grab the yarn and we'll make a slip stitch here like this. So after my 28 stitches, I'm going to have my slip stitch, and now I'm going to chain 1. Now this chain 1 we are not going to count as our stitch. Go to your this first stitch where you just have made your slip stitch and take the back loop. So here, this is my first stitch. Here I have made my slip stitch, and now I'm going to take my this back loop. So take only the back loop of your first stitch where you have just made your slip stitch. So for that one, just insert your hook into your this back loop and grab your yarn, and you're going to have 2 loops on your hook. Now yarn over and insert your hook again into that same space and grab your yarn. You're going to have 4 loops. Now yarn over and insert your hook into that same space for one more time and grab your yarn. And now you're going to have 6 loops on your hook. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And this is your first puff stitch. And to make your puff stitch, yarn over and pull your yarn through all 6 loops. And now chain 1. And now this is your first stitch. As we have made our chain 1 here, this is your first stitch. Insert your stitch marker into your this first stitch. Insert your stitch marker on your first stitch and then chain 1. And now we're going to skip the next stitch. So if we'll not work on this next stitch, we will go to the stitch after that. And again, we're going to take the back loop. So again, insert your hook into your this back loop of your stitch. Grab your yarn. You're going to have 2 loops. Yarn over for one more time. Insert your hook into this back loop space and grab your yarn. You're going to have 4 loops and yarn over for the 3rd time and insert your hook into that same space and grab your yarn. And now you're going to have 6 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull your yarn through all 6 loops. Chain 1. Again, we're going to skip the next stitch, and into the next stitch we're going to take the back loop and we will make our another puff stitch here. So again, insert your hook into your that stitch and grab your yarn. And have 2 loops. Yarn over for one more time. Insert your hook and grab your yarn. Yarn over for the 3rd time. Insert your hook and grab your yarn. Yarn over and pull your yarn through all 6 loops. Chain 1. Again, skip the next stitch and into the stitch after that take the back loop and we're going to make another puff stitch here. So that's 1, 2, and 3. Yarn over and pull your yarn through all 6 loops and chain 1. And now keep on repeating this pattern. So keep on making your puff stitches all the way around. Skip the next stitch and make your puff stitch after that. Skip the next stitch and make your puff stitch after that. And by the end of this round number 2, you're going to have your 14 puff stitches at here, somewhere here. And I'm going to meet you after your 14 puff stitches. And here it is. I have my 14 puff stitches, and this is my 14th puff stitch and my last chain 1. And now here I'm going to skip the next stitch, and this is the stitch we have already worked on. So here we're going to skip this stitches and we will go directly to this first stitch of our round number 2. So for that one, as chain up 1, your last chain 1, and take out your stitch marker and directly insert your hook into your this first stitch and grab your yarn like this, and you're going to have 2 loops. Now yarn over and insert your hook into that same stitch for one more time and grab your yarn. Yarn over and insert your hook into that same stitch and grab your yarn. Now you are going to have 6 loops on your hook. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yarn over and pull your yarn through all 6 loops and chain 1. And that's your first stitch of your round number 3. Put your stitch marker back on, and if you will see that I haven't made my slip stitch here. So rather than putting my slip stitch here, I've started up my new round at my this first stitch of my round number 2. So keep on continuing your work. Do not make your slip stitch and then start your new round. Just keep on doing your work. We are not gonna end up our work by making a slip stitches. Rather, we will start our next round with our first stitch directly. Now again, we're gonna skip the next stitch, and into the stitch after that, insert your hook, grab your yarn for 3 times. So it's 1, 2, and 3. Gonna have 6 loops. Yarn over and pull your yarn through all 6 loops. Chain 1. Again, skip the next stitch, and into the stitch after that, insert your hook, grab your yarn, yarn over, grab your yarn, and the 3rd time yarn over, and yarn over and pull your yarn through all 6 loops. Chain 1. You can turn your work here, so your work will be like this. Now keep on repeating your this pattern for your round number 3, and again at the end of your round number 3, you're gonna have your 14 puff stitches, and your last puff stitch will be here, and I'm gonna meet you here. And here it is. I have my this last puff stitch with my last chain 1, and now here I'm gonna skip my next stitch, and here it is. This is my first stitch of my round number 3. I'm gonna take out my this stitch marker, and I will insert my hook directly into my this first stitch of my round number 3, and will grab the yarn. So that's my, and I'm gonna make my stitch here, my puff stitch here. So this is my first yarn over, that's my second yarn over, and that's my 3rd yarn over. Yarn over and pull your yarn through all 6 loops and chain 1. That's the first stitch of your round number 4. And now keep on repeating your round number 3 until round number 18, 1, 8, and I'm gonna meet you after my round number 18, 1, 8. And after every round, you're gonna have your 14 puff stitches, and do not forget to put your stitch marker at the start of every round, so that you will remember that which is your first stitch, and you will remember that which round you have been working on. So do not forget your stitch marker, and every round will have your 14 puff stitches. And here it is. After my round number 18, my work looks like this. And now I'm gonna take out my this stitch marker. This is the first stitch of my round number 18, and I will insert my hook into my this first stitch, grab the yarn, and make your slip stitch like this. And now I'm gonna loosen up my work like this, yarn over, and will insert my hook again into that same stitch, and will grab the yarn and will make my 1/2 double crochet. And I'm gonna put my stitch marker back on. Now this is the first stitch of my round number 19, the first half double crochet. Now I will go to this next stitch, yarn over, and insert your hook into that next stitch, grab your yarn, and make your 1/2 double crochet. Again, go to your next stitch, yarn over, insert your hook, and make your 1/2 double crochet. And now keep on doing 1/2 double crochet into each stitch, and by the end you're gonna have your 28 half double crochets, and I'm gonna meet you at the end here. And here it is. At the end of my round number 19, I've made my 28 stitches, 28 half double crochets, and this is my last stitch. Now I'm gonna take out my this stitch marker, and will insert my hook into my this first stitch, grab the yarn, and make a slip stitch here. Now chain 2. Now this chain 2 will count as our first half double crochet, and then chain 1 will count as our 1 chain 1. So in total I have made my chain 3 here. Now yarn over and skip the next stitch. We are not going to work on the next stitch, and we will insert our hook into this next stitch, and insert your hook and make your 1/2 double crochet, chain 1. Again, we're going to skip the next stitch, and into the next stitch we're going to yarn over, and we'll insert our hook into that next stitch, grab your yarn, and make your 1/2 double crochet, chain 1. Again, we're going to skip the next stitch, and into the stitch after that we're going to make 1/2 double crochet. Now keep on repeating this pattern, and by the end you're going to have your 14 half double crochets and 14 chain 1, and in total you're going to have your 28 stitches, and I'm going to meet you at the end here 1 half double crochet and chain 1, 1 half double crochet and chain 1. Skip 1 stitch from your round number 19. And that's it. I'm going to meet you at the end here. And here it is. For my round number 20, I have my this 14 half double crochets and 14 chain 1. And now I'm going to insert my hook into my this second chain. So it's 1 and 2. I'm going to insert my hook into my this second chain, and we'll grab the yarn and we'll make a slip stitch here. Like this. And now I'm going to yarn over and we'll insert my hook into my this chain 1 space, and we'll grab the yarn and we'll make my 1 half double crochet, my second half double crochet, my third half double crochet, my fourth half double crochet, and fifth half double crochet. So into that chain 1 space, make 5 half double crochets. Now again, we're going to skip the next half double crochet from our previous round, and into this chain 1 space, insert your hook, grab your yarn, and make a slip stitch here. Like this. Now again, we're going to skip the next half double crochet, and into this chain 1 space we're going to have another 5 half double crochets. For that one, yarn over and insert your hook into your first that chain 1 space, grab your yarn, make your 1 half double crochet, second half double crochet, 3, 4, and 5. Again, we're going to skip this half double crochet, and into this chain 1 space, insert your hook, grab your yarn, and make a slip stitch. Again, we're going to skip the next half double crochet, and into this chain 1 space, make your 5 half double crochets, and keep on repeating this pattern until the end of your round, and I'm going to meet you at the end. And here it is. I have made my this last 5 half double crochets, and now I'm going to insert my hook into my this last chain 1 space, and we'll grab the yarn and we'll make a slip stitch here like this. And now I'm going to cut my yarn. Remember, I'm not going to attach my work because there is no need of it. If you want, you can just simply insert your hook into this first stitch, grab your yarn, and make a slip stitch. I don't need it, so I'm not going to do this one. This is our last round, and I'm going to cut my yarn in here. I've made my this last slip stitch here. Cut your yarn and simply just secure your last stitch. Have your needle and simply just go at the back side and insert your needle in any stitch at the back and secure your this last stitch. Make a knot here, and that's it. And now put your this loose end in, and now have your yarn and put your slip knot here, and now chain up 50. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Here it is. I have my 50 chains. I'm gonna chain 1 more, so in total I have my 51 chains. And now I'm gonna turn my work and will insert my hook into my this second chain, and we'll grab the yarn and we'll make my first single crochet. I'll go to the next chain and we'll make my 1 single crochet. Now keep on doing 1 single crochet into each chain, and by the end you're gonna have your 50 single crochets, and I'm gonna meet you at the end with my 50 single crochet, 1 single crochet on each stitch. And here it is. I have my 50 single crochets, and now I'm gonna cut my yarn and secure my this last stitch, and take your cover and just go to this end and just insert your this single crochets like this, your strip like this, 1 loop in and 1 loop out. Here it is. Just keep in mind that you're not twisting your this single crochets. Just keep them straight. And now we will attach this two parts of our strap, and for that one have your needle and here it is. Now put this loose ends in, and I'm gonna meet you after that. Here it is. And now if you want to hide this attachment, simply just put your attachment somewhere inside, and here it is. Your attachment is inside, it's hidden. Now you can't find your attachment. And that's it. Your phone pouch is ready, and I hope you have liked my today's tutorial. If you have liked, please like, share and comment on my videos, and please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you into the next video. Till then, bye.